Welcome and a huge congratulations on becoming the new treasurer. Seriously, that's awesome. We put this guide together specifically for you to give you everything you need to know to not just do the job, but to make a real lasting impact in HESSGA.
All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to start with the big picture, your purpose. Then we'll zoom in on where you fit into the whole HESSGA structure and what your core duties are. After that, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of managing the money, and then, the best part, we'll brainstorm some amazing ways you can fund your school's spirit.
First things first, let's talk about your purpose, because trust me, this role is so much more than just crunching numbers and tracking spreadsheets. Your position as treasurer is actually foundational to everything HESSGA is trying to accomplish.
This right here, this is your North Star. It's the preamble to the HESSGA Constitution, and it's the mission that should power every single decision you make, every dollar you manage, every budget you approve. It all comes back to this one core idea: serving students and building a school culture we can all be proud of. So, keeping that big mission in mind, let's figure out where you fit into the larger picture. Understanding the HESSGA structure is absolutely key to being effective. As you can see, HESSGA is set up with 3 branches, kind of like a mini government. You've got the Judicial Committee, the Legislative Assembly, and the Executive Committee. And you, as treasurer, are a vital part of that Executive Committee, right there in the action with the President, VP, and other officers, making things happen.
And let's be super clear about how important your spot is. You're not just some officer. You are the keeper of the funds for the entire student body. It's a huge responsibility for sure, but it's also a massive opportunity to serve all of your fellow students. Okay, so what does being the keeper of the funds actually mean day to day? Well, think of this next section as your official playbook. We're breaking down the specific duties that are laid out for you right in the Constitution. These are your duties, straight from Article VI. This is pretty much your job description, right? You'll keep accurate records, you'll be the main point of contact for the school bookkeeper, you'll oversee fundraising, and you'll make sure everything is transparent by giving financial reports. It's all about accountability and making smart, informed decisions with the school's money. Now for the really practical stuff. You know your duties, but how does money actually get approved and spent? Let's get into the rules of the game. This little table here breaks down the whole approval process from Article 12, and honestly, it's pretty simple. For small expenses, $20 or less, you authorize it and the president gives the final okay. For anything between $20 and $100, you'll need a majority vote from the student government and a final sign-off from your staff mentor. And for the big stuff over $100, it takes that same majority vote, but the school principal has the final say. See? A clear chain of command.
Okay, this leads to a really good question. Let's say you're in a meeting. You've got a fantastic idea that needs funding. What do you actually do to get that majority vote we just talked about?
You'll use something called parliamentary procedure, but don't let the fancy name scare you. It's way simpler than it sounds. First, you just wait for the person in charge to recognize you. Then, you clearly state your idea by saying, "I move that." Someone else has to say second to show they agree. After that, everyone gets to discuss it, and finally, you vote. That's it. That's how an idea becomes an officially funded thing. All right, we've covered the rules, the structure, and your purpose. Now, let's get to the really fun part. We're going to switch gears from process to pure possibility and talk about how you can use this role to make a real, tangible impact around campus. First and foremost, you have the power to fund some absolutely incredible school-wide events that bring everybody together. Just think about it. You could help make a massive color run happen, or a hilarious students versus faculty basketball game, maybe a giant amazing race scavenger hunt across the whole campus. These are the kinds of events that people remember forever, the ones that really build that community spirit we talked about earlier. But your budget can do good beyond just the school walls. You can empower students to give back and make a difference in the wider community. You could fund a project to build care packages for soldiers, or organize a community day where students go out and volunteer. Even something small like a Kindness Rocks project can spread so much positivity. Your budget literally becomes a tool for making a genuine difference. And, of course, to pay for all these awesome events and projects, you gotta generate some income. This is where you can get really, really creative. Seriously, you can take the lead on some super fun and effective fundraisers. Imagine running a school spirit store, or doing something totally wild like a car smash event before a big rivalry game. Or maybe a Kiss a Pig contest where teachers compete to raise money. These things don't just fill up the bank account, they build a ton of school spirit while they do it.
So, as you step into this role, you've got the Constitution as your guide, you've got the structure for support, and you have a whole world of possibilities in front of you. The school's funds are officially in your hands now. So the only real question left is, what will your legacy be?